Good morning, everyone. Hi, Josh.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
I am awake. I feel like
Same.
everybody was probably like they already like had it in their head that I was about to say peachy because that's what I always say. But no, I'm awake. I laid in bed and played a phone game all morning and didn't want to get out of bed. And I looked up my watch and I was like, "Oh, it's 9 o'clock. I guess I should get up." 9 o'clock
Wow.
Central Time
Oh, yeah. So
because
it's
that
just
means
10 a.m.
yeah,
is
it's 10
now.
a.m. Yeah,
You're in the past. Ooh.
it's weird. I don't now that I have so many friends that's on the Eastern time zone. It
Yeah.
bugs me that I'm on Central. It's like
Yeah.
a weird thing.
That it would be weird. It's weird. Like you and Jeff are both on Central Time. So it's
Yeah.
like I have to always be conscious of the time frame, but I don't know. It's
Oh,
weird.
I know. And like, I'll get a text. I'm like, man, it's late. And it'll be like, midnight. So which means it's like 1 a.m. where you live. And I'm like, I don't think Lynn sleeps ever.
Last night I did. Last night I did. I got some good sleep. Let's say hi to everyone in chat. Got Tim was first. Good morning, Tim Pruitt. Hitchhiking
What's up, Tim?
Bones. James Ryan, welcome in. JLB Nerdy Jenny, how are you?
Sandy Pandy.
Sandy Pandy, Tina McNeil, Taylor the Theme Park Boy, Jay Skywalker 1, Rob Weiska, Meredith, Adults in Disney. Good morning,
What's up,
everyone.
guys?
Yeah, thanks for being here.
I'm using my snazzy Hoth mug this morning.
Ooh, I haven't gotten a chance to watch that yet. I need to. I'm excited. They look awesome.
They're pretty awesome. Now that I have them, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I waited 4 hours. But I probably it's an interesting thing to say that I waited 4 hours for a coffee mug.
That is bragging rights for sure.
Technically 3 coffee mugs, but who's keeping score?
So it'd be like an hour, 20 minutes for each mug.
Yeah. Well, that when you put it like that, it makes it a little bit more worth it.
It's not quite as bad. Tim Pruitt.
That's why I do a vlog.
Yeah, I want to see it. That one, you dropped that one this week, and the Lego head, right?
Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I said.
The Lego head.
Tina McNeil and her husband are celebrating 33 years of matrimony. Happy anniversary, wow. Tina. That's awesome. Happy anniversary. 33 years. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
That's impressive.
And
just go ahead. I'm thinking.
I think so. Sean and I have been together for 18 years, but we're about to celebrate our 14-year wedding anniversary in July. I think you and Britt are around the same amount of years, right?
11. We're at 11 on June 5th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right after Britt's birthday.
Yeah, and which is right after us having a baby. So Yay. It's just I just really stacked the cards against myself. Mother's Day, baby arrival, Britt's birthday, anniversary. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Maybe I can do some bartering.
Bartering?
Yeah, like, hey, you don't have to give me anything for Father's Day if I don't have to get you something for, like your birthday.
That's
no,
great.
I'm just kidding.
We don't really celebrate those like Mother's Day and Father's Day and stuff like that. We just, I don't know, like I feel like it's nice for the extra recognition. Like, it'll be, hey, I'm not gonna do the dishes today, and you guys are gonna make me dinner and like a special dinner or something like that. But
yeah, like maybe Sean won't take a bite out of a cookie and put it back on the other side.
right. Exactly. Tim Pruitt said he lived in Eastern time until he was 20 and then Central time for 15 years. He says he kind of likes Central time better, I'm assuming.
Central time is fine. It's just, it always throws me off. Like, I've never in my entire life had to like consider Eastern time when I'm thinking about a time. So like now, like when I post, like say I have a, like this, like Coffee and Contemplation. It's like, do I post both times? Like, do I do it like the TV does it? Like,
yeah,
11:10 Central, or do I just post Eastern or post Central? Because I've got people that watch it's in Central time because it's where I live. And then like you and most Disney people that are in streams are in Eastern time. It's interesting.
Sorry. My goodness. Yeah. I don't know. I had never really been conscious of it before. Like all of this YouTube universe, because everybody in my life was in Eastern time.
Yeah.
But, I think I missed something.
Jenny, Baby Watch is still existent, so there's no baby. And as of right now, they have scheduled Britt like a day to come in and get induced. So I'll let her tell you. She's going to come on the stream. She's just late.
She's not late. She's here exactly when she means to be. What Tim Pruitt says, all the girls in my house have birthdays in August, 8 days apart.
Wow.
14th, the 22nd, and the 30th. So Tim, I have kind of the same situation in my house. My husband and two boys, their birthdays are, my older son is October 3rd, and my younger son and Mr. Project are the 5th. So they're 2 days apart, all three birthdays.
Addie's October birthday. She's October 30th.
Oh yeah, Halloween birthday. Mm-hmm. I mean, basically Halloween.
Which is funny because like she loves Halloween.
Yeah.
And spooky things, and like her favorite attractions are the spooky ones. She loves Nightmare Before Christmas. It's Goosebumps, like the show from the 90s. She binge watches that.
I loved the Goosebumps.
She loves that stuff, and I don't know why. Like, I don't really care for scary stuff. Like, I like Haunted Mansion and, like Halloween type movies, but like horror movies, I'm out. I watched The Invisible Man and it triggered PTSD so bad. No. My friend Josh is like, hey, let's go watch Invisible Man. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I'm pretty sure I jumped so hard in the movie that I pulled a muscle. Like I threw my arm back and it pulled a muscle.
That's horrible. Yeah, I don't like scary movies at all. Like they'll literally give me nightmares. But the guys are big fans of them, so.
Thanks, Taylor. I have a whole vlog on all three of them. They are really cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to talk about my mug more.
You should be proud. I'm
really proud of it.
You earned the bragging rights. Happy birthday yesterday, Jeffrey Rendez. Hi, Mom, Triple P.
Addie's at my mom's house.
Aw. Hanging out.
My mom needs to fix her name, though, because it throws me off that it's like, Mom, PPP, Bratcher.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Sean changed his, and now when he sends out emails, his receiving name is Mr. Project. So yeah, there's that.
That's hilarious. I just got the notification that we went live. But it's been a interesting week, to say the least. Not bad, but interesting.
Same for me. It's been strange.
Yeah. And everything's like, okay, so last Monday, the days, you know how the days go. Monday, the mall that holds my Disney store and Lego store opened to the public. Not that doesn't mean all the stores opened, just the mall opened.
Right. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Ed and Mindy.
I decided to go and check it out. Like Josh told me, my podcast buddy Josh, he's like, "Hey, I think the Lego store might be open." And I was like, "Okay." I'm just sitting here. I didn't have anything else to do. I think at that point I had already filmed my vlog. I had already, like, everything is pretty much done for the week that I felt like I had to do right then. And so I was like, well, I guess I'm going to ride out to the mall. And I go, and now granted, malls are kind of, you know, like, unless it's like an outlet mall, malls are kind of dead. Like, people don't really go to malls as much as they used to.
Right.
There might be some crowd, but Opry Mills is always packed because it's right next door to Opryland Hotel and the Grand Ole Opry, and it's just a big tourist destination.
Right.
And so, like, it's always pretty busy. Well, I parked in the first parking spot by the doors that I go in. Then I walk in, and they've got the, you know, designated entrance and exits, and the security guards there handing masks out. But I was responsible, and I wore my mask. I didn't have to take theirs. And I go, and they have the Disney store. So they're right beside each other. Like, you know, if this is the Disney store, there's one store here, and then the Lego store.
Perfect.
So it's like perfect, right?
Yeah.
And I get all excited because the Disney store is just lit up. Like all these other stores are shut down. Their doors are down. Lights are off. Disney store's not. It's all lit up. I get there. They're still closed. But, like, they've got all the lights on in there and everything's so perfect. I've never seen a Disney store look that perfect.
Like, fully stocked, just pristine.
Everything was stocked. All the shirts were folded perfect. Everything was nice and neat. It was weird being there. It was like I was there when it was closed.
So they still weren't open, though, you said, right?
No.
The Lego store or the Disney store?
No, only like, for instance, Disney stores nationwide are closed.
Right.
Now, Lego has closed specific store, like, they've closed every store nationwide except for, like, curbside pickup at, like, maybe I think one store in Atlanta, and I think there's 2 other stores that might be open. But for the most part, everything is closed for them. And so I thought maybe on a whim, because here's the thing, like, everything with Lego is sold out, just about, like, everything that you could possibly want. And so I was like, well, maybe I can go because nobody's touched the stock at the Lego stores, and they'll have all the stuff that's back stock.
Right. Yeah.
But they didn't. It was interesting.
They didn't have a sign saying when they were opening or anything?
No, their website, they just direct you to their website, and it says that they'll be opening soon. I think it's all based on, you know, city stuff, and I think they're fixing to start phase 2 in Nashville. So,
Mike Wheeler, happy birthday! Thank you so much for stopping by. Have the best day ever. That's awesome. Happy birthday to you. I won't make your ears bleed and sing you happy birthday, but I hope you have the best day ever. Aw, so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, well, so I went back to work this week. Tim Pruitt was asking. Yeah, so it's been just so strange. I had to go in for meetings on Tuesday, another meeting on Thursday, and then our first day reopening, like, full on, was yesterday. And so it's just been strange. Like, I'm adjusting, and I never thought I would say that, obviously, like, that it's weird going to work. But yeah, it was really nice to see my guests and be there and have a little piece of something that I remember, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
You got to get back, like, in the groove of things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. Like, I forgot codes that would normally be, like, right there, and I never thought I would forget stuff like that because that's not like me. But it just disappeared. Like, I don't know. But it's nice. It's nice to be back and just adjusting to, you know, the new normal. And all that, but I've been not as present in the YouTube world this week because of that, just getting back to, all of that reality of what things I need to do differently and all that fun stuff. So, but I'm still here. I still love you guys. I've been looking forward to today so much. I had to cancel my Thursday night stream and not my real life. This is my real life, my work life. This isn't work. This is fun. But yeah, I've been ninja watching pieces of some streams when I can pop in for a minute, but still trying to make sure I'm on top of the kids. It's been a battle with their schoolwork, and they're done with school in 2 weeks, and they have things that they have been not 1,000% honest about the amount of homework they're doing. So I have to go in and double check all of their work and make sure that they get, because they don't have any late marks. Like they can still turn everything in late and get full credit for it because of all of that. But they just haven't done it because it's very difficult to stay so self-disciplined with, working from home, the schoolwork from home, homeschool. Why was that so hard for me to say? Which you already know you do that with Addie as it is, but it's an adjustment. So with all the distractions, Xbox and TV and everything. So
yeah, Addie is 7, but she still gets distracted. I have to take things away.
Yeah. Before I left for work yesterday, I unplugged an Xbox and took it away. So it was not the way I wanted to start my morning, but I had to. So
why am I not surprised at that?
Yeah.
I can picture the scenario. There was probably like a little bit of yelling, and it's like, do you want me to take your Xbox away? And then you just did it anyways.
Yeah.
Like I can just I can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? You don't get a choice in this. I'm just taking it away. I can't. It's always like, yep, in a minute. And then that minute never comes. And then like 2 hours later, either the homework's still not done, the dishes still aren't done. I'm like, why do I have to keep saying this? Drive me crazy. But
yeah.
Yes.
I think it's the same it doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah. Pretty much. Candy Mom, hi Cynthia.
I had Britt deliver another mug. I'm just gonna use
all of them. You're gonna be all hyped up on caffeine big time.
Well, but I just wanted to show off another one.
Love it.
Hitchhiking Bones. I'm not sure Opry Mills is supposed to be an outlet mall when it opened because it's a Simon property, and Simon's not an outlet mall type of thing. Maybe when it initially opened, but when it reopened after the flood, I don't think. So I feel like I've seen that mall in some weird spots because I saw it right after it flooded, where everything was like ripped up, and you go into a mall and it's like in a giant construction zone, which is bizarre to see. And then I saw it dead, post-pandemic or current pandemic or whatever you want to call it. Britt's phone's ringing.
Tim said, and all of that was with Mr. Project, not the kids. It was my younger one, but I have, throughout the last 2 months, I have taken away cell phones and Xboxes more times than I can count. And I hate being the bad guy. I don't want to, but I
don't think. Can you say bad guy if you're just being a parent? Is that?
No, I don't know.
I mean, you're not really being a bad guy. In the grand scheme of things, you're actually being a good guy. You're teaching them responsibility.
True. Very
work
true.
Ethic.
And I think Tina nailed it. Men's ears learn early to tune out the female voice. I think it's instinctual. So you guys all have to agree with this, and let me know in chat, and you, Josh. There is always the two different roles, and it is different with each household. There's always like, so me in this situation, I am the parent that I'm always like, when I, would get home, I'd be like, first things like, hi, how are you guys? How was your day? Did you do your homework? Did you do the dishes? Like on top of all this. And then I ask, and then they don't do it. And Sean is the one where he'll just say it and they do it. And he doesn't have to say it multiple times. They just listen to him. Whereas me, I have to repeat myself and then I have to take away things. But with him, they just listen. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I think what it is there's because your mom, and especially because you're the mom of boys, so you get into the whole like mama's boy kind of mentality. And like with me, being an only child, but like with my mom, like there's always more grace with mom. Like you might get in trouble because you didn't do it right away, but you can always get a little bit more grace with mom. Whereas dads don't have as much of a long fuse, or as much, they don't have as quick a forgiveness. Moms forgive easy.
Yeah, that's true too,
I think. But then again, like it's the opposite with dads and daughters. Like I have a really hard time getting like onto Addie really hard. Like I can be strict and like bring correction, but like when it comes down to like the grit and like having to like really get on to Addie, like spank her or something, I have a really hard time doing it.
Yeah.
I usually ask Britt to do it. just because it's like Britt doesn't have as much grace with her daughter as like she relates with her more. She's, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but for me it's like I can't. I can get onto her and like bring correction and like, hey, you need to clean your room, threaten, do all that stuff, but when it comes down to it, I just can't.
Yeah. Tim says it's the fear factor. Maybe. And I think I did this to myself. Maybe like I would threaten a lot. Like I'd be like, if you don't do this, you're going to be grounded. You're going to be grounded. And then like, I don't want to, like a lot of times I don't want to ground them. I don't want to take things away from them that they enjoy, but I don't know.
Yeah. Like when I was a kid, like, I mean, when my mom got on to me, like, like, of course I didn't want to get in trouble, but like I always took my dad far more serious than I did my mom.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, maybe that's like a big part of it. I don't know. James Ryan says, James says, I have 2 daughters and simply was not the one who enforced anything. They're adults now and admitted that I was a very easy parent.
I try to bribe Addie sometimes. Like, hey, if you clean your room, I'll give you this. Whereas normally it's like, hey, you need to clean your room because I told you so. Or you need to clean your room or I'm going to take this away.
Candy
Me, I'm like, hey, I've got this Lego set. If you clean your room, you can have it.
Candy Mom's called it what you just said. He's going to buy chocolate, toss it at him, running away.
Yeah.
Because, that's true. The dynamic, like, daddy's girl and mama's boy, like, when they were younger, it was a lot more like mama's boy. Now that they're older, I mean, it's still there, but it's not the same as like once they hit puberty and everything gets weird. Hi, Brett.
Hi.
How are you?
So ghostly on here. It's terrifying. I think I need to go put some more makeup on.
Pull out the bronzer. Put it everywhere.
Right? I need to. He's got weird lights on in here.
Weird lights?
Yeah. It seems like blue in here or something.
What?
Blue apatibadaba. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How's the baby?
Good. Still cooking.
Still cooking.
Still
That's
cooking.
great.
Yeah. Doctor on Monday, so we'll see. That'll probably be my last doctor's appointment.
And you're
Before she
gonna
comes
get
out.
induced?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yep.
That's kind of exciting because you know, like, you have a countdown. I'm all about the countdowns.
Yeah,
Like, there
exactly.
is an exact day, you know.
It's also terrifying, but it's fine.
It'll be great. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Tina's niece is due any day.
Aw.
Today, Tina and her husband are celebrating 33 years of marriage.
Wow. Congratulations. That's a long time. If Josh makes it, if he's still alive by then, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, last night we were like watching. What was that we were watching?
I was watching. Okay. Josh was in the living room watching Star Wars again. So I was like, I'm going to come in my room and watch Songland. Have y'all ever heard of Songland? All these people write songs for famous people. They try to get them to cut their song. Anyways, I'm in here minding my own business. Now you can finish your story.
And so then I come in here, and it's like I'm gonna just cut off Star Wars. I watched a lot of it. So I come in here. I've got my little glass of bourbon, and so I start bugging Britt, and it's like my favorite pastime.
Not just bugging me, like intentionally trying to raise my blood pressure. Like,
don't do that to their pregnant woman.
Just sitting next to me and pinching the back of my arm over and over again. Or just being in my face. Oh, this is what he did. I'm going to embarrass him now. You know his little rocket ship? You know his little rocket ship that blows air?
Yeah, I have that too.
He stuck it in his armpit and was squirting it so it made fart noises and had his butt in my face. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Leave me alone. And then he's like, why are you yelling at me? I'm like, my blood pressure is up now. Thanks.
That's so funny.
It was so rewarding though, because she got so mad.
Yes. Tina understands.
Yeah, Tina gets it. I'm so proud. I haven't
don't know that Josh is going to make it. My mom told me yesterday that now would be the perfect time to, because they're not looking for bodies right now. I could probably find a truck somewhere that they're storing them and just add them to it. No one would ever know.
That's so funny. Oh,
at this rate, I just become ghosts and I'll just haunt you. Then every time he would slap me,
he would. It wouldn't do me any good to kill him. He'd just haunt me.
Oh boy, that's funny. Well, I think the funny thing about being with somebody for so long is all of their pet peeves, the things that drives them crazy, and so it's this little tool that you can use, flip that switch any minute if you want to. But
yeah, you should also know when it's too far and when it's time to turn it off.
There's never too far.
Finally, we just sat in silence and went to sleep. I was like, I'm gonna kill you.
That's so
we
funny.
weren't really. I wasn't really angry. He was just driving me crazy.
Candy Mom says she has a box coming solely for you.
Yay!
Speaking of boxes,
quit sending Josh stuff.
We got magic,
he doesn't need anything else.
We got something from Jennifer Kent.
We did
A lanyard, a pin, and a button.
I have I got magic mail this week too from Candy Mom. She sent me a card and I loved it. It made me so happy.
Aww.
Thank you so
Aw.
much, Cynthia. That made my day. I love
Can't
it.
quit touching my face.
Don't touch your face.
Oh,
I know.
Ed, no, Ed, you don't get to leave. Nope, you got to stay.
Wow. Hostage situation we have going on here. Okay.
Things just got real, folks. Coming in from Triple P Vlog side. We have
20
20
It's like the episode of The
hostages.
Office where they hold the pizza delivery boy hostage. No? Okay.
I
No, I
haven't
know.
seen it.
Wait, you don't watch The Office? Have we talked about this?
I have sorry, I have like a cough right now, you guys. I apologize. I'm trying to mute it, but
Well, there's a name for that.
what?
Your
The
cough.
Rona? the Rona?
No, Ed, no. I saw your live stream.
Oh, sorry.
Your announcements with your Lego live stream. You can't leave because I know you're gonna call me and say, "Hey, can you come on my Lego live stream?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I love Lego. I would love to be on your live stream." And now you gotta stay.
Thank you so much for the
You
$10
don't
super
have
chat,
to.
Viper.
You don't have to.
We appreciate it. Even though Josh didn't sound like it just now.
Right?
Thank you.
Don't
You
worry,
may-
Josh won't get any of that.
I'll channel. See, Ed and I are connected, so I can channel like my thoughts.
Mm, okay.
You got to get the right direction in there. I think I just caught some of that.
That's crazy.
Oh
Crazy.
boy, that's funny. I'm behind on catching up on what's going on in everybody's live streams. I need to get in the know-how. Need the 411 and the I don't know any other words for that. Britt, your turn to say something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with anyone, so I just kind of keep it that way. I like to be surprised. Just surprise me.
Yeah.
I'm
But yeah.
usually too busy watching Star Wars.
You weren't last night.
When you were
I watched a
bugging-
lot of Star Wars last night.
Are you going to demonstrate your rocket ship
No,
armpit sounds
no,
for the class?
no. This is a cleaning tool made for cleaning camera.
Not
lenses,
armpits.
but it's a fun. Like I also use it to clean things.
That was probably loud.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
saw Lynn go.
He's so mean.
Oh boy. I'm not out of Josh getting like picking on anybody, so I'm not exempt from that realm. So it's
Mm-mm.
I'll allow it. It's okay.
It's all. It's
He's a
all.
bully, remember? We had this conversation.
We have given him enough crap over the last year between the two of us together that I deserve anything I receive, and I accept that. He's a
Oh,
trooper.
There's not really any Disney news.
Mm-mm.
Like
No.
some stores, like 3 things open in Disney Springs.
Florida's opening, right? Phase 1.
Yeah, I went back to work yesterday.
Ooh, how's that?
Interesting.
I'm sure. Are you dying? Are you tired?
Exhausted. Like exhausted. And I didn't even work anywhere nearly as much as I used to, and it's exhausting. It's difficult breathing with the mask on. So yeah. So I think that's part of it, that I had a headache and stuff like that. So huge shout out to all of our healthcare workers and everyone on the front lines again. I don't know. Should we still put that banner up, or did we take
up
it
to you.
down? Let's put banner up, because I have another appreciation for them after going back. There we go. And
My eye is tearing. This one eye just tearing.
I mean, It is emotional what all the first responders and stuff do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Blue Angels have been flying all over the United States. That's been cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so sad I missed it when they came over the area I live in.
We're asleep.
I was sleeping. You can pretty much assume that.
No shame.
Not anymore going forward because I do have my full schedule, but so I'll either be sleeping or working. That'll be one of
Lynn's going back to the Batman schedule.
Batman?
Yeah, where you have like 2 lives. Like you go to work during the day and then at night you become the Lynn Project. And you also don't sleep.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
the Lynn
right?
Project.
You
need a cape.
I
And
like
Mr.
that.
Mr. Project is your Robin.
Okay.
And Mr. Project.
Now it's getting weird.
You won't like that at all.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, if you guys don't remember back 2 months ago when I had my normalcy before all this, I didn't sleep at all. And then once I got off work, that's literally like my life was sleep. But yeah, so I foresee it getting back to that once my body adjusts, and I would kind of like graze at work all day. Like I'd eat. I was like known for eating all day. Like people would bring me food and I would just eat all day. And now we have a mask on, so I don't eat. Like I didn't eat all day. And plus I'm used to eating like whenever I want all day long at home. And so I didn't eat for like my whole shift, and I was famished. I was like beyond hangry. Like food tasted so good when I got home yesterday.
It's so worth it.
So worth it. It was so good. I missed something.
I don't know. I really haven't been doing anything productive.
No, you haven't.
That's not true. I made a vlog. I made a podcast. Speaking of which, I have to edit that. Speaking of which, are all of you guys listening to my podcast?
Oh my Lord.
I started playing it. I started accidentally at the second one, and then I stopped it and I went back and started listening to the first one, but I haven't gotten all the way through it yet.
I haven't listened to any of
It's
That's all right.
I mean, some people don't like it. That's okay. They're wrong, but that's
Love
okay.
you, but
I really love my intro though.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I've heard the intro about 800 times. I have listened to that.
It's clips from the Lego movie and ads, and I'm really proud of it.
Exactly, Tina. It's not the most fun situation, but it is what it is. Tim Pruitt asked me what capacity are they allowing. Right now we're at 25%. And I'm only back to one of my jobs. My other job has not opened yet, just because they can't, not until the capacity goes up for it to even make sense to open, to be, profitable and whatnot. But yeah, 25%. I think they have to wait 2 weeks between the phases. So that was Monday. So we're not even at a week yet. And then in another week, then they can go up to 50% capacity. Because, of course, everybody comes in and they're like, oh, we're going to 50% capacity tomorrow. I'm like, no, we're not. You don't know what you're talking about. But okay.
Well, ours were supposed to be 50% capacity, but we went last week and it was full. So I don't know what they're doing.
We went to a restaurant and.
Yeah, I witnessed that yesterday too. There was a Hooters of all things, and they were packed. They were like at their normal capacity. There is no way that they were at 25%. It's crazy.
And I think the mindset is that like I saw
living
a
in
thing about, like in Texas, like a salon owner was going to be given like 10 days in jail or something.
Yeah.
And it got overturned. But
Wow.
I think people's mindset is like, if we just open, like nobody's going to go around and really check.
Right.
And there's going to be so many people because it's just all based on opinion, really. What's 50%? You know, there's just a lot of legwork that goes into that. So I feel like a lot of people are just opening up. Like they're just not even.
Yeah.
Well, I think some states are being way more strict than we are here. I think Tennessee is being pretty flexible, but I read a story somewhere. This older gentleman was a barber and he lost his license because he was trying to work so he could pay his bills. And
it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a whole big mess. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. I was so shocked by it. There's Tim and James or something. It was, they're well-rounded. Oh, we're all, he's talking about the Tennessee thing. But yeah, the weirdest thing, it just blew my mind. I don't know. It was craziness, and because they're in a restaurant, nobody's wearing masks, and they're all like, none of them were social distancing. They were all just,
right.
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
And then you got, you know, Disney. Like I know this week people got the emails for the first week of June to cancel their trips. So I'm pretty sure I'll probably be getting that email next week for my trip, which is the second week of June, which will make the third Disney trip of mine that's been canceled.
Wow.
And so at this point,
yeah,
maybe the fall. Maybe I'll just push it back to the fall.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the only Disney news this week that I heard was that they started canceling reservations the first week of June.
Yeah.
Yep. And then like the only other Disney news that's like that's Disney news, not parks news, is like episode 3 of the Making of the Mandalorian's on Disney Plus and the new Maleficent's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Well, we've covered the Disney news.
That's a wrap.
Sandy Pandy said I'm glowing. That's very sweet. I got a new highlighter. I think that's what you're seeing.
Your hair looks good.
Hope she doesn't come this week. I want her to stay in.
Oh, her sister
Thank you.
went in special to do her hair this week.
Aw. Love it. It looks good.
Thank you.
It always looks good, but, you know.
It's fresh now.
So fresh and so clean.
It's very blonde, actually, but
I like it.
It's different, but it's good.
Different's good.
Yeah.
Tina McNeil, I am sure they were not blow-up dolls. They were all people, and they were all right up next to each other.
I saw the mannequins in the restaurant, though. I saw that on the Today Show, I think.
I haven't heard
that on Facebook.
Why? What's the point of that?
So you don't feel like, because I guess they're only allowing so many tables to be open at this fancy bougie restaurant, and they don't want people to feel like they're eating all alone. So they set it like dressed up mannequins in fancy clothes, and I don't know, but it's real.
That's weird.
It's kind of creepy. I don't know that I want to eat with mannequins, but
well, if that's the case, can I go to restaurants with my stormtrooper helmet?
Sure, Josh. I saw something. This lady was like, the governor said we have to keep a mask on even at restaurants except for when we're eating. She's like, so if I order a glass of wine as soon as I walk in the door and I just continuously have a glass of wine in my hand, do I not have to wear my mask? It's logic. I don't know how great the logic is, but whatever works.
That's funny.
I have a question. Is there something wrong with me if I was already social distancing before social distancing? Does that mean like people don't like me?
It means you don't like people.
Well, you get to work from home, so that's a thing. Sean is a social distancer, as you guys have seen, even via internet. He's never around. Mr. Project.
Oh, Mr. Project.
He's not real.
Yes, he was in my last vlog. He had 2 cameo scenes. I think he got about 30 seconds of screen time. So
I saw his picture on your stories.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
He's a robot. He's not real.
He's an android.
So I do have some exciting news. My older son finally cut his man bun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, his haircut has been driving me crazy for a while. For a while.
victory.
Yes, it is a huge success because just looking at him, it would annoy me like his hair every time.
I can't look at your hair. Go away.
Just stop. It's annoying me. But yeah, he cut it, and then last night, Sean agreed. Mr. Project agreed to let him cut his hair, and Mr. Project has cut their hair almost like their entire lives. He's always given them their haircuts until recently when they decided to cut their own hair because of boredom or whatever. And so he gave him a haircut last night, and I was surprised. He did a pretty good job. Pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. I told him, don't forget to clean it up around his neck because I don't want to do that. I always cut him. I'm not good with the clippers.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Well, I'm glad he got a haircut.
Yeah. Very good. Candy Mom got a new mattress. It's nothing quite as awesome as getting a new mattress. Because like when you get a new mattress, then like what you went from and what you're going to is like night and day because your old mattress had to have been pretty bad that you got to the point where you bought a new one, right?
Right.
Right? So the new one feels so incredible. Congratulations.
That is amazing.
Yeah. That's the thing too. My bed is way too comfortable because I don't ever want to get out of it. Like once I'm in it, I don't want to leave it. Those memory foam.
Yeah, that's what our bed is memory foam.
So amazing.
Although I have to say, Disney bed for me, maybe it's because I'm just so tired when I hit a Disney bed.
It's because you're tired. They're not that comfortable.
But I like. It's like I'm like instantly asleep when I hit the. Well, I don't know. Like
it's because you walk 20 miles a day.
The nice.
What do you mean?
In deluxe resorts and in the Art of Animation family suites, the beds are really comfortable.
They're all right.
Art of Animation has comfy beds.
I think it's because they're new.
Yes, Tina, the dolphin beds, the beds at the Dolphin were incredible.
Oh, at the Dolphin Resort. I was thinking like it was a
dolphin bed.
Like a
race car bed, but it's a dolphin.
Looks like a dolphin.
That would be pretty amazing.
Patty would love that.
Would be cool.
Should be making dolphin noises all night long.
I knew he was gonna do that.
Oh wow.
Tim, Mr. Project is not a man bun advocate. It's just a fight that we decided not to. You pick and choose your battles with 16-year-olds. You pick and choose. Yeah. That's not one of them.
Apparently, you pick and choose your battles with 29-year-olds as well. As Britt would say.
Who, you?
I don't. I battled at any time. Yesterday, I got my lightsaber and I held it to Britt and I was like,
held it
surrender.
To my throat. To my throat.
Oh my God.
I saw it on Star Wars.
Abuse. Somebody call the hotline again.
Oh, Taylor, have a great day. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Stay well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They do have little pillows in Disney. James Ryan said.
Little pillows?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Their pillows are not very big, and their blankets are not blankets. They're like thick sheets.
Yeah, that's weird.
Not that I need a lot of blankets, but I've always thought, where's the blanket? It's just a big sheet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I usually get the extra one out and add that to my bed because we keep it cool in the room because it feels like heaven when you walk in the room and you've been out in like the heat all day and it's like an ice box inside your room. So you get like that blast of cold air and then I'll just have extra blankets.
Pro tip. So,
not so pro tip.
The thermostats in Disney World have motion sensors on them. That's why they cut off during the day or when you go to sleep. And that's why like they don't stay so cold. So what you do is you go over to the little coffee station and you get a coffee stirrer, and then you go to your toiletries bag and you pull out a Band-Aid, and you take the coffee stirrer and you open the little wooden stick and you lay it out, and you lay the Band-Aid across the top on the thermostat so it's sticking out like so.
Uh-huh.
And then you go and you get like a tissue or a piece of toilet paper or something. And then you take another Band-Aid and you like put it on the end so it moves in front of the motion sensor.
Next time you go, you really need to do like a tutorial.
And so that way it moves in front of the motion
video.
sensor because of the air.
You do this?
Yeah.
He does every time.
Well, because
That's
the air is
great.
circulating, and so it keeps it moving, so it keeps the thermostat going.
And our room is always freezing, and in a good way, because we like it cold.
Yeah.
So, and Caitlin's always like, "Oh gosh, it's so cold in here."
And I also keep all the curtains closed.
That's a MacGyver thing. You just MacGyvered that.
Because if you don't keep the curtains closed, then the Florida heat just comes in through the windows.
Yeah, we keep ours closed too. That's awesome.
Disney appreciates that though.
Well, not everybody's doing it.
I don't think Disney knows because they don't care.
Yeah.
Like I don't think my one room with the constant running thermostat's going to affect their electric bill any.
I know.
I think most Disney beds are pretty comfortable of like all the resorts I've been to, but the least comfortable bed I've ever slept on, and I have 2 different experiences. So I've been in 2 different rooms, is Pop Century was the most uncomfortable bed
Really?
I've ever slept on.
It was hard.
Yeah, hard.
Mine was at
Really
All-Star Music.
Those are old beds.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. All-Star Music. So who was it? Somebody chip clips the curtains. Sandy Pandy chip clips the curtains. You can also use the hanger in the closet because it's got the pant clips. Do it sideways and clip the hanger or clip the curtains with it.
I like these pro tips.
Yeah. How to keep your room cold. That's all we care about.
Well, when we stayed at Bonnet Creek, at Hilton Bonnet Creek, they're towers, and they got big plate glass windows in them, and the rooms aren't huge. I mean, they're like, normal size.
They were fine.
But they have big windows, and the side of the building we were on was the one that got the afternoon sun.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you didn't pull your curtains, like your room did not, like the air just ran and ran.
I think our air was having some issues anyways in our room. That's one thing I cannot stand is being hot when I sleep.
Yeah.
So it was warm, but they were great. And they ended up crediting us money for our stay and stuff. Cause we only were there like a night, right? We only stayed there one night. And so she was like, you should have told us, we would have come and fixed it. I'm like, it was like 2 a.m. It was so late by the time we got in our room that I'm like, it's fine. She's like, well, I'll take money off your bill. And I'm like, thanks. Appreciate it.
Where was that at?
I like staying there though. Hilton, the Bonnet Creek.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good neighbor resort. We used Priceline and got a good deal to stay there. And you still get like extra magic hours and everything.
Right.
You just don't get Disney transportation. They have transportation.
It's just slow.
It's slow.
Yeah.
And then like if you go to Magic Kingdom, they drop you off at TTC. They don't take you to Magic Kingdom.
Oh.
But it was great. It was a good price. And we were just going for one, like we were literally going to take our pregnancy announcement picture. So you're coming right back. But
yeah, literally like that week we decided like, hey, let's go to Disney.
Yeah.
Which is the best.
Look forward to that. Did you guys see any of the streams from I didn't yesterday. I wasn't on YouTube at all, but the City Walk opened in Universal.
No, but my feed was full of it.
My feed was full, yeah. But
everybody went.
Everybody was there. Yeah.
I've never been to City Walk. I've never been to Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Me neither. Yeah, not at all.
Which is weird. And like my friend Josh, he's always like, oh man, you need to go to Universal. Because I am a Harry Potter fan. But I'm so invested in Disney. It's like.
Yeah. It's hard to split the time.
Well, it's not even the time. It's just like between being a pass holder and the money you spend at Disney and the resort. And even Jeff and Sarah, they finally got, or not finally got, they got annual passes to Universal because it was more cost effective for them to just get that.
Right.
And they were like, oh, you need to go.
I heard
But-
their annual passes are not bad
No, they're not.
price wise. Like compared,
Well, at least
to
for
the-
us, from being out of state, they're like compared to Disney, it's like a
Right.
fraction of the cost.
Really?
But I only feel like it would be worth it for us to do that if we were going in like 2-week increments. Like if we're only going to be there for 4 days, I'm going to spend my 4 days at Disney.
right.
You know, I don't really want to, and I can't say that because I've never been. So I could love it. I don't know. But like our anniversary trip that we took, we were in Disney for like 14 days. So we totally could have taken
A day
couple-
or two, yeah.
3 days in the middle and split it up.
Last
And it
year.
would have been
we went
fun.
last year,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was a fantastic trip.
it was a good trip.
Wasn't that our first welcome home trip?
Yeah, because we stayed at the Poly.
Was it? I don't know.
Was that the
Yeah.
November trip?
No.
It was
March.
May.
May.
May. Something. It was one
It
of those
was a
M
month that
months.
starts with an M.
Let's see.
But it was our welcome home because we used welcome home for Poly,
Yeah.
and that was our anniversary trip.
I liked the pirate beds at Caribbean Beach. I didn't stay in the ones at Port Orleans, but tip of the ears, I saw Jenny posted something on Instagram that they did a really good city walk overview. I'll have to check that out. I'm just curious to see, like, I know Tanya, that crazy Disney lady, was doing a live stream from there yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to hop on and see. I'm just curious as to like how busy it was. And
The pictures that I saw, it looked crowded. It looked really
yeah.
big.
And
That's how they were doing the temperature tests.
yeah, I saw a picture of that, but I'm curious as to how it'll be for Disney Springs. Like everything isn't open. It's only a few places, right?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
I think more and more is starting to open though. Like they keep
Yeah.
announcing more things. So we'll see.
And that's not till the 20th. What is today? The 16th? Is that? Yeah, so
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I will not be going up to Orlando anytime soon. I need to get my car fixed.
Tina, first, have you been back?
Just work a couple weeks. She'll be better then.
What,
You'll feel better about fixing your car.
Yeah.
Who wants to spend their money on fixing their car? Boo.
That's the worst. Yeah. Ew. Can't you just work for me, car?
Right,
Come on.
right.
Figure it out.
Ugh.
What were you saying, Josh?
Tina said, first, have you been back? But I
First
don't
for
know.
what?
I don't know. I don't know what she means. I'm wondering if she's talking about the Poly. And if that's the case, I think I've stayed at the Poly twice.
I think I've only stayed there once.
And then I was supposed to stay there twice already this year. But, you know.
It is my favorite, I think. It's definitely my favorite that I've stayed at.
Oh, I did record a podcast with Detour to Neverland this week. That was really cool. I think
it's
that's
out now.
it comes out Monday, I believe.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I've started following them, but I didn't see your podcast on there.
They do great podcasts. I enjoy their podcast. It was great, Jeff and Sarah. Jeff and Sarah know them. So they are fixing to move to Orlando.
They're fixing to.
Fixing to.
Fixing to.
But they actually live. So like the town we live in, they're probably maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes away. So it's interesting. They live really close.
That's awesome.
So normally when I do a podcast, it's like somebody that lives in Florida, or like Brandy and Dave, they live in like Pennsylvania. So
Yeah.
it was interesting recording a remote podcast with somebody who's so close.
There's a lot of people in your state, in this community, like that. There's a lot of people, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, we talked about
Sorry, I
that before.
said yes to you and yes to Tina.
Yes,
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 and
yes.
Yes, Tina,
Um,
we have been back several times. Not to Polly, but
Welcome home trip, as in DVC. Your first trip as a DVC member, they call it your welcome home trip.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for clarifying. Not everybody knows that.
So
Thanks,
that's
Kelly.
what he meant. Not welcome home as in home like Disney World, but home as in DVC.
Yeah, that was our first trip using DVC points.
And it was wonderful.
But
About day 12, I was like, okay, I miss my baby. I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, it was just us. We didn't have Addie. It was an adults only trip for like 14 days, or it was 9 days, I think it was.
No, it was longer than 9 days.
Well, whatever.
It was a long time.
Wow. When that was last year, you had a 9-day trip?
I think it was longer than 9 days.
Yeah, it was spring of
maybe
last
12
year.
days. I don't know. It was a long time though.
That's crazy.
It was wonderful. But unfortunate for Brett, I don't know how to pace 9 days, so I just go hard all 9 days.
The whole time. I'm like, we're here for so long, we don't have to just keep going. Which it was fine.
That'd be
wants to get up so early and stay out so late. I'm like, I am a granny. Let me sleep.
Our home resort is Cover Creek.
Which we have not stayed at.
No, we were supposed to. This whole pandemic is just really
such a bummer. It's a buzzkill.
Putting a wrench in our Disney time.
For sure.
It's quite frustrating, to say the least.
But it won't last forever.
Yeah, you guys are so lucky that you've stayed at the Poly. That is like, I can't wait to stay there someday. Someday I will.
It was amazing.
That's why we used our welcome home for that, because it was like, it's the Poly. Like,
yeah.
Well, and Copper Creek wasn't available.
Right.
They tried to work magic for us and everything, and they just weren't able to, but the Poly was, so. And it was totally worth it.
I bet. And you had a studio, right? Is that what you got at the Poly, the studio? Right?
We had a weird room at the Poly. It was like one of the first DVC rooms that they designed for there. So we had an extra bathroom. And it was huge. The room was humongous.
Yeah.
It wasn't technically a studio, I don't think. But the room was huge and had extra bathroom and all that stuff. So we felt like we were in a studio.
Yeah, it had it was basically a studio.
But it wasn't studio points.
You had a bed. You had
a pull-out.
You had the pull-out that was underneath the TV.
Oh.
Well, you had the pull-out on the
and
couch. And you had the pull-out that was underneath the TV.
Like the fold-down, the fifth sleeper type of thing?
Yeah. And then there was a couple chairs. There's a patio area. Then it had a full restroom. And then it had another
rain shower restroom.
Half bath that was
it didn't have a tub, but it had like this fancy rain shower.
Right. It wasn't a full restroom. It had a sink, and then it had like a rain shower.
Huh.
And then you had like the DVC kitchen nook and closet space.
It was big.
Yeah, it was a big room. It was like a deluxe studio, I guess.
Yeah, it was. We felt like we were in a fancier room than what we were using our points for.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were very happy with that.
Tina, you can say it sucks. That's family.
Yeah, that didn't bother me at all.
Things suck, they suck. That's okay.
Corona is one of them.
But it was nice. What's up, Bill?
Hey, Bill. Well, now we're all contemplating together. So welcome in to the contemplations. Hi, Mikey. Welcome in. Contemplating. Still have some coffee because I got my extra large mug. A big boy here. Where's you have one more mug, Josh. You've only gone through 2.
I know, but I don't know. Do we have
He's out of coffee. Well, I could make more, but
yes, I think I'm gonna go make some more. And I have to show off my last Star Wars.
Are you gonna wash all these cups?
Yeah,
No, that's a no. That's a no.
I waited 4 hours for the cups. I need to drink out of each one.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows how to do dishes.
What?
Oh.
I mean, I have to move.
Yep.
Don't you know that's a lot of work for me these days.
Yeah, this is a Character Warehouse mug. I think I got it for $3.
What is it? I was trying to see what it was.
It's the 2019
Oh,
mug.
it looked like eyes. I thought it was like a tiki mug from Trader Sam's or something.
Oh yeah, kind of looks like it. I have
Cute.
Yeah, I love it. This is a good contemplating mug because it's so huge.
You can handle lots of contemplation with that one.
A lot. Oh man, I still have like a third of contemplating left in there. Oh man, that's funny. So full disclosure, does Josh do the dishes or no?
No. Josh builds Legos and watches Star Wars. That's pretty much it.
Called out.
He does not do the yesterday I was like, okay, when I get home, because we brought Addie to my mother-in-law's, and anyways, I'm like, when I get back, I have got to do the sink of dishes. Like I'm like, Josh, make me do the dishes. Because I hate going to bed with dishes in my sink. It bothers me.
Well,
but
because that means
now I don't want to do anything.
Right. Well,
so it's like this battle.
Yeah.
And
well, waking up to a sink full of dishes in a messy kitchen is like the worst feeling. I hate that.
Yes, I hate it. And so I was like, well, maybe he'll get the hint and he'll do the dishes. No, I did them at like 10:30 last night.
What a poop head.
While I was angry at Josh, after he drove me crazy, I just got up and went to the kitchen.
Farts in his armpit.
I was throwing plates in the dishwasher.
Oh, that's so funny.
Toot noises.
Tim Prue says, I'm thinking Britt doesn't see the sacrifice quite the same way Josh does.
What sacrifice?
Washing dirtying another cup.
Oh, yeah. Not quite the same. Not quite the same.
Oh, nice.
32 ounces of contemplation. That's pretty good.
I love that.
He did not do it to my armpit. No. That's where I draw the line.
In his armpit with his
Josh said not yet.
Oh man. 4 hours on the phone. Yeah, he's got to show off his.
If you ever did dishes, I said no. He watches Star Wars and builds Legos. I have done dishes before once in his life.
Yeah, you know what? To be quite honest, I don't think Sean ever does the dishes. Like he hasn't done them. Oh. He used to. He hasn't in a while. We need to rectify this. I just realized that.
It's the Brandon Lynch show.
It's guaranteed fun. But the kids, I make them do the dishes because they need to learn responsibilities, and they alternate it now. And
Addie would love to do the dishes, but my whole kitchen would be soaked. Yeah,
she's not allowed to touch my
And Josh is like, she can't touch my mugs.
Well, yeah, you guys, Josh knows all of my horror stories of mugs. I've lost many a mugs to my kids doing the dishes, and like these insulated ones that aren't supposed to go in the dishwasher, and they put them in there anyways and destroy them. But
Addie would not want to use the dishwasher. She would want to wash everything by hand and play in the bubbles, and she would love it. Maybe I should just like dirty a bunch of Tupperware and let her just go to town.
Yeah.
She's all about helping. Her new thing right now is she wants to cook. My mom got her a Barbie cookbook. She found it on clearance somewhere. She's like, Mom, which recipe are we going to make today? I'm like, girl, we don't have these ingredients. We're going to have to come up with something else.
That's fun, though.
She made quesadillas the other day, and we made those canned pizzas, and she wants to make a chocolate cake so bad. I'm like, you need to go see your Nana to make a cake. I don't know that I can handle that.
That's awesome, though. I love that. Like, I just started teaching Luke, the younger one, like making him cook. So I'll read the recipe, but have him do everything and walk him through the steps. And he's really been loving it. And I like it. I think that's a good skill to teach your children, And if she's interested so young.
It's just funny that she's so, just like something clicked. Now she wants to help cook everything. I'm like, baby, you can't do this part.
Aw.
She probably could, but
Yeah.
I have control issues, okay?
Yeah, I think that's a big part is like being okay with letting go of maybe it's not gonna turn out quite the way you wanted it to, or there's gonna be some eggshells that you're fishing out, or those things. But it's it's you just
I
gotta
think a lot of it is her
make like hell's
grandparents let her
fun,
do
let it
whatever she
go.
wants. Yeah, exactly. All of her grandparents just let her do whatever she wants. So I'm sure Addie. She's probably convinced Lisa to let her make pancakes this morning. She's probably burnt the house down.
Krispy Kreme.
Oh, they got Krispy Kreme donuts. Never mind. She conned them into donuts.
Sandy Pandy said, my husband never does any house cleaning. Yeah, Sean doesn't do too much. Every once in a blue moon.
What's wrong with these boys?
I don't know. And Tina McNeil said, secret to a long marriage, ladies. Dishwasher and 2 TVs. Absolutely.
I had plenty of TVs and a dishwasher, but it doesn't matter. Like the TV instance last night, I was in here minding my own business. It doesn't matter. Here he comes.
Yeah, Sandy Pandy said, oh, Britt, same here. They love dishes until they're 12 and up. Yeah.
Exactly.
My boys have despised doing the dishes since the day I told them they had to do them. It was like, you know what? It's time for me to let go of this and you guys do it. And it's not going to turn out right every time. And I'm going to tell you every single time you do the dishes that you need to wipe them off before you put them in there. It's not a garbage disposal. It's a dishwasher. So it's,
right.
But whatever. I'll still say it every single time, but they're going to keep doing it. They're not going to this is the trick. I think guys will do a bad job at something so that we just say, forget it, I'll just do it myself because you didn't do a good job or the way that I like it done. And
100%.
I know for a fact they do this and I'm not buying it. Just do it again. You just made twice as amount of work for you.
My dad was hard on me with cleaning the house and doing dishes.
Here we go.
Because
maybe we need to move him in here then.
Well, can we talk Legos or cameras or something else? Yes, please.
Wow. I'm offended.
Tina McNeil had a quick story. She said, we were at WDW for 25th, a couple that had just gotten married, and I exchanged congratulations. I said, do you want me to tell you the secret to a long marriage? They looked at me in awe. Dishwasher. And
what's that?
What are you guys looking at?
There's something making a noise. I don't know what it is.
Oh, boy.
Your blood pressure machine.
Yeah, like what is that noise? The dog's checking her blood pressure. No big deal.
So my dad. My family comes from the meat industry, and we would always have to get. When I lived in Florida, we had a meat plant, and it would have to get inspected by the USDA until we would bring those habits home and would check the house like you would check the meat plant for USDA inspection. So he's really hard on me for that. And so I don't ever clean because I tell Britt, and I do clean sometimes, but I tell Britt, I'm like, you don't want me to clean because then it'll be the new standard and then you won't be able to
and then
keep
you
up.
Can do it every time. Yeah, that'd be great. You're home all day, every day.
So Legos. I am hoping that Lego ships my Star Destroyer soon so I can make a vlog on it.
Nice.
It is the biggest
your enthusiasm
as far as size goes.
Yeah. How big is this one?
This one is over 3 feet long.
Oh my.
Where are you going to put it?
Up there.
Oh gosh. I'm going to look at my mom. There's no rocket ship fart noises over there.
It's not a new release. Well, it's the second newest UCS release, I believe.
That's awesome.
It was when I ordered it on May 1st, so it was the May the 4th double VIP points for Star Wars sets. I ordered at the same time I ordered the A-Wing, but it was back ordered, so I got double points on it, which is awesome on a set that big. I just really try to work the system on Lego.
Gotta do it smart. Get those points.
It does not have internal building as well. It's strictly display. But if it had internal building, it would be absolutely massive to be minifig scale.
Welcome back, Tim.
So members who are in the quote unquote umbrella crew on our channel, the ones that have the green umbrella, which will probably change colors for some soon, they are able to join a Zoom call with me every week. And this week it was just Tim and I, and we got to chat. It was great just chatting with Tim for a little bit and getting to meet him or see him in person and talk.
That's awesome.
That was cool.
Well, not in person, but
well, I could see his face.
Yeah. I don't understand Zoom. I'm very not tech savvy, and I need to figure things out.
it's glorified FaceTime with a time limit
Yeah, I don't know.
for a group of people.
Seems complicated when you're
It's really not.
It's not
setting up a
complicated.
call.
It's not.
I tried to
Yeah,
set up one for my mom, and I was on my phone, and I said my mic was on, like my sound was on, but I couldn't hear anything. Like no
Because
one.
your audio wasn't on.
It was.
Tim said that was his first time using Zoom, and it worked easily for him.
It's easy to join other people, but like to set one up is complicated for me.
And Tina, she joined me for the very first one, and that was her first time using Zoom as well.
I was about to say, maybe it's because you're on your phone. I always do it on the computer, set up a meeting. Maybe that's the trick.
Yeah, I'll have to try that. I need to set one up for my Patreons. Thank you to my Patreons. So I'm in here. Tina.
You could also, depending on
James.
how many people would join, you could always set up a private StreamYard.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, just because I know how to do that and it's easier. But then, it wouldn't be like I get to see them too. It'd just be me talking like a normal stream. And then them in chat. But I'll figure it out.
I think if you did the Zoom on the computer, you'll be able to figure it out. It'll be better.
Maybe you guys can be my guinea pigs.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
What was that?
Pepper flopping her ears.
Oh.
She's got an itch, and I was trying to scratch it, but I think I just made it worse. Sit down.
I know. I wish I got that. I love the interactiveness of the memberships on YouTube compared to like Patreon. It's not as fun. Like I love that it's on the platform, that there's the recognition like right in the chat, and I hope that they release it to me soon so I can set that up, because it's so much fun. And like the whole process of figuring out what emojis you have and all of it. I think it's just way more fun, more interactive.
What, Pepper?
You did the Chewbacca voice. It's your fault. You sang her the song of her people.
Come on.
And now she's mad. And she hears the neighbors. You hear Luna. I know.
Adults in Disney, they only dropped it for some reason to certain channels. There's not a rhyme or reason. It was kind of bizarre. Like Lynn didn't get it. Brandy and Dave, they didn't get it.
Yeah.
channels that are farther along than
Pepper.
Chill with Pepper.
Chill out, dude.
It's just strange. I feel like it was like a lottery. Like they just picked random channels that I don't know. But
Pepper.
That's me living in this.
Who knows? Someone called
Lego
Congress. She
and
needs it.
Star Wars.
What?
Living in this said, play with Legos and watch Star Wars and live your best childhood. That's me. That's me every day. Well,
I'm to the point where I'm making noises when I sit down. Sorry.
that's me every day when I have sets to build.
I do that anyways. You sit down or when you get up and you're like, ugh.
Sitting down's always like a sigh of relief, and getting up is like a sigh of pain.
They both hurt.
I still do it. I do it. I'm not pregnant. I get up and I'm like, oh. Like, it's so hard.
Oh, goodness.
That's funny. So, in other words, don't feel bad. It's okay.
Okay. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for that solidarity there.
I'm supposed to have a toolbox tomorrow, but
We're not doing toolbox tomorrow?
I'm supposed to.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do it.
Are you going to
Are
do
you
it?
going to?
Most likely, but like right now, I'm like, oh man.
I've been looking forward to it. You should. I was actually going to talk about that with you after the stream.
I have yet to ask Josh to join me.
Well, it's a little short notice now.
Josh.
He has a life too.
What?
Well, you don't need Josh. You could do it on your own. You have plenty to talk about.
Josh said, I'm in the shower.
He's got to wash his hair tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm going to do it. I need to schedule it.
He's not planned well, is what he's saying.
No, I have two different topics, but Josh said he'd join me. I'm just going to.
He's taking a shower. He's not going to answer.
He's on YouTube.
It's a waterproof phone.
I mean,
TV in a shower. That's fancy. Look at him, fancy pants. Oh, boy. Yeah.
But labor's a one-person job.
Pretty
What's
much.
that? What?
I'm just kidding. Tina McNeil said the only thing keeping you from it is if Britt goes into labor. And I said, but labor's a one-person job.
Burn.
I'm just kidding.
Punch him in the arm. Punch him in the arm
true.
now.
I mean, he's only speaking the truth. He's not going to, I mean, he's going to stand in the corner. So,
with his mask on.
With his
No one's
mask,
going to
yeah.
see your face. You're going to have your stormtrooper mask on or
no,
whatever
he is
that
not
thing.
taking the helmet. He's not.
Oh.
I'm dying.
He's really in
the shower.
Oh my God.
That's weird.
I don't think I want to know, but you just got done.
Do not.
Not like in a weird way.
I mean, it's a little.
I don't think I can say I've ever sent anyone a picture of my shower or me in my shower ever. So can honestly say that I have not. Wow. Tina, now I have a visual.
He's gonna kill you.
Tim Pruitt said when my first was. Go ahead.
They dared me to do anything.
Yeah.
Josh did nothing the first time, and they were like, "Do you want to cut the cord?" And he's like, "Nope."
I tried. I remember I tried, and I was like, "Oh no!"
So my mom did it. Oh, he's like, "Nope, can't do it."
Nope.
Well, it was just like rubbery.
Ew, stop.
There could
Stop.
be sensitive people on the
That I can't. I have to. I still nah. Tim Pruitt
I might
said.
have to cut my own cord at this point.
Tim Pruitt said, "I feel dirty now. I might have to take another shower." They told me to keep my hands to myself and just sit there.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yeah,
for
but
Josh.
flesh is more.
Stop.
Ew. Yuck.
See, that's why I just need to use a lightsaber. No resistance there.
Oh boy.
How do you YouTube and text from the shower? Well, I mean, I've turned on like Netflix in the shower just to have noise in there before.
Josh, stop, please.
Please. Tina. Oh man. Hey Sandy Norris, welcome in.
Remember that part about how I used to work in the meat industry?
No.
Exactly, but that should not bother you.
Topic change.
So Lego.
Oh boy. Ages like his. So it changed a lot since then. Yeah. Oh boy. Candy Mom, I love our Saturdays. You never know the randomness that is contemplating.
Hi, Sandy Norris. But yeah.
All right, what's our next topic? What are we contemplating next?
I got nothing.
I don't know.
We have a birthday party for my nephew today. That should be interesting. I bought him like
How old is he turning?
3.
Aw, fun. That's a fun age. 4 is my favorite age.
Britt got him a T-ball set. I bought him Lego
Vipers.
Duplo and a lightsaber.
Nice. That'll be a weapon for a 3-year-old boy, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I got it. My father-in-law, we went over there for Mother's Day to grill out. And we're all sitting out on the patio. My father-in-law goes and like all of a sudden he's into this kick with pocket knives for some reason. And he goes and he like whittles like a sharp stick for some reason over like on the edge of the patio and gives it to my 3-year-old who's running or my 3-year-old nephew who's running around the yard.
Oh, sounds about right. Everything for little boys turns into a weapon, even if you might think that there's no possible way that it could be a weapon. They will find a way to make it one, for sure.
Well, and my thing is it's like he's running around a yard. He's clumsy because he's 3, and he's got this sharp stick.
He survived.
He trips and impales himself. And then I have to go patch him up because I'm the only one who knows any kind of medical skills.
We could just call 911.
That's expensive.
That is expensive.
Yeah, I saw that, Josh. I saw where a lot of people were complaining. It just triggered PTSD for me in the May the 4th scenario. So, because on Shop Disney, they, for some reason, can't handle any kind of crowd. And a lot of people were waiting forever to.
You would think they would fix that.
Well,
like it's every time there's a release of anything.
Yeah, they definitely need to figure that out. Or maybe it's on purpose. I'm not sure. But with boys, on that topic, before I forget to say it, you have to expect that we've had stitches and emergency room visits, staples in the head. Yeah, they're just boys, and they will surprise you in ways that you never thought you could get hurt in that way, and then they do it, and you're like, well, that's a new way to hurt yourself, and I never thought that was possible. So
that took talent. Good job.
As a kid, I've only ever broken one bone, and I was small, and that's because I was at, I don't remember whose house it was, but they had the old windows that you had to prop open with like a wood stick.
Uh-huh.
You know? And so I pulled it out and it fell on my thumb and broke my thumb.
Ow.
I was little. Like, I don't even remember it, but there's videos of me with like a teddy bear cast. And then I was in preschool or daycare, something like that. And I got in a fight with a kid and he busted me in the head with a metal Tonka truck.
Oh my
That's what's wrong with
And it split the top of my head open and I had to go get staples.
Yeah. Ow. That's crazy. Yeah, Luke had the staples. Slid it. They were playing football. It was muddy out like February or March or something. I think it was like March. And yeah, it was March. And he went to catch it and he was little and he slid into one of those electrical boxes, like those green.
Ooh, yeah.
And bonked his head and it wide open. And that was another visit. But
it seems like there's always
the only weird thing Addie's done is when she was little, my mom had this coffee table in her living room and she had a candle burning and Addie went over to it and blew the candle out and a piece of the hot wick blew into her eye and burned her eyeball.
Wow.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, she also did the wooden chair thing.
And knocked her tooth out.
At least it was
that tooth is finally coming in. Yeah, it was a baby tooth that she completely knocked out, and that tooth is finally coming in. But for years she didn't have a front tooth, and everybody,
really?
Oh, you're so small. Where'd your tooth go?
I knocked it out.
Yeah, she was standing on a wooden chair in her room, and the chair.
She would tell the story every time too.
Yeah,
and not be able to talk very well because she was like 3 or 4. So she was like, "There was a chair and." I fell.
There was
lots of blood.
Oh
man. Yeah.
I've only ever fractured a bone in my foot.
Giving YouTube good. YouTube is good.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm giving YouTube good.
Tim Pruitt said, you guys, first self-induced stitches at 6. Christian got stitches at 11 months old because he was a maniac and tried to jump off of our bed and hit his head on the edge of the side table and split his eyebrow right here. Actually, he still has a Y-shaped scar from it because he hit it so hard and it just busted open. And that was the worst one because he was so little and that was bad. And then I think it was like a year or 2 later, he was being a maniac again and like thrashing his head around, and we had like soft edges. We got rid of all of our like pointed edges because he was so crazy, and hit his head so hard, almost on purpose, because he was just crazy, on the side of the coffee table, and split the other side of his eyebrow open. But that one was just glue. I think that's about all of them. Yeah. Crazy boys. Boys will be boys, Sandy. Tina said, when I was 28, I broke my first and only bone and never had self-induced stitches, as Tim Pruitt. Yeah.
So that reminds me when you said that he split himself open right there. My dad, seems like I only ever got hurt at my dad's house. But he lived in some apartments and had, like, I remember these chairs that he had. I guess in the 90s they were cool, but they had like these smooth wood panel fronts with like gold trim, super 90s, like late 80s, 90s cool vibe. Anyways, and I was running through the house and fell and hit one of those wood panels and slit my eyelid open right here.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ow.
Now we're talking scars.
Yeah, but this is going in a weird direction. Sorry, guys.
To Contemplation, where we talk about all things.
All things. Oh,
I didn't
boy.
do anything crazy. I did get hit in the face with a ceiling fan once.
Now, your sister, on the other hand, she's just had a run of bad luck. Danielle, the one that does hair, her son's the one who has the birthday party today. She's been ran over by a boyfriend Not,
What?
On
not
accident.
on accident, not intentionally.
Like
he
by a
went to go
car?
back up. Yeah.
Like ran over her foot.
Like, well, it was her leg.
Her
but
leg.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then, what was the other thing?
When we were young, we went to eat at like a Chinese buffet place, and someone ran into her with a cart of hot food and like the sauce all down the side of her face. She
She
it
looks
was bad.
She looks like the dude from the Goonies.
No,
now.
she doesn't. You can't see it now.
That's crazy.
And then what was it she was talking about the other day when we
She
were over there?
fell off the monkey bars and broke her arm. She
No, she was just talking about something that she said that Ron did. Shot her or something?
No, she went fishing with a boyfriend and got a fishing hook in her lips.
Because she was standing behind somebody casting.
That is some bad luck.
She's very okay. No offense.
She's
No offense. Do not take this offensively, anyone. She's very the definition of a blonde.
like she's the one that's like, so there's a story about her that
There's a few.
Britt's dad tells it a bunch. So where we live, there's a town called Lebanon, Tennessee. It's where Cracker Barrel was founded. That's where the headquarters for Cracker Barrel is. And there was a bombing in Lebanon in the Middle East. And she heard about it at school and called her dad, upset, crying, thinking Lebanon.
I have friends who live in Lebanon.
Thinking Lebanon, Tennessee was bombed.
And one time my dad was getting on to her for something. And she's like, Dad, I can't help it. I think I have DVD. She meant to say ADD. She said, I have DVD.
Aww. Poor girl.
There's a lot of these stories. Like when we were young, we were going on a trip somewhere. All of us were. And we were all like, I'm Joshua Lee. I'm Brittany Nicole. Like we were saying our first and middle name. She goes, well, I'm Danielle Miller. And she said her first and last name. Like she didn't get what everyone was doing.
Everybody was saying their first name and middle name, and she just said her normal name.
Her first and last name. Just little. She's a lot.
That's great. Keep them coming. These are funny. These are like writing blonde jokes. Like as we go, you need to make a book of
her
them.
Her whole life is just an entire joke. No,
Yeah.
That's so funny.
She's funny.
Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, I've done my fair share of blonde things, but I've improved over the years.
I've improved.
And see, and the funny part is like Britt's family. Like I grew up with all of them before me and Britt ever dated or anything. Like we literally grew up together in church, and like me and Danielle used to be at odds. Like I remember, like we would
be at odds.
We would fight. Like I remember tackling her in a parking lot once.
Oh my
God.
You and Devin shell shocked me.
Like Ninja Turtles.
Like Ninja Turtles. They all, him and this other kid, a few of the boys, they all just ran at me from different angles, and they said it was shell shock from Ninja Turtles, and they make you fall down. They were just mean boys.
And then after me and Britt were married, I remember me and Caitlin got into it, and she called me a bunch of names.
Yeah, you deserved it.
Oh boy. Tim says, my wife wondered what would happen if she spit on an electric fence one time. She found out, she didn't need to learn twice. I can't imagine.
Terrifying.
What happened? What happens when you do that?
You get electrocuted.
Why? The spit's like not still attached to you? I don't understand.
If she was spitting water or something, it was probably like a string. It probably wasn't just like spit, you know?
Yeah.
I've heard of people peeing on electric fences.
That happened to my dad once.
Oh, that sounds like a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Crap out of her.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So my mom's dad and my dad, like they all used to, my dad and mom, when they were still married, they owned property in West Tennessee. And my dad and grandfather would go and get like cheap beer and, drink and work out on the land. And so like there was a time that there was a possum in the chicken house, and my dad shot my grandfather in the rear end with salt pellets, I think it was, with a shotgun.
Oh no.
This
Yeah.
is like the
Like-
Beverly Hillbillies. that
Yeah,
we're
there's several
talking
stories
about
like
here.
this.
That sounds painful.
Like they would put the beer in the creek on a rope so it'd stay cold in the creek.
What have I
Yeah.
married into? Oh, Lord.
There's a lot of stories like that. Like
That sounds smart though.
the stuff you hear, like
Redneck ingenuity. That's what that is.
Nature's cooler.
Oh.
I love it.
it's I've got a lot of stories like that. Or like my grandfather. Now my grandfather, my mom's dad, his name's Benny, and he's a bigger guy, and he's just like really kind of jolly. But at the time he wasn't super jolly. And he was up on this tree line trimming back trees and got into a nest of yellow jackets. And the way my dad tells it, it's like you saw this big man, like his legs looked like they were moving faster than his body, running through the field from this like horde of yellow jackets, and he jumped into the pond.
Oh my God. I've never been stung by anything. And I am so scared to get stung. Like, I think because I've gone so far in my life that without
Never
being
been
stung,
stung?
no, not by a bee or a wasp or anything ever. And
Wow.
I'm so scared to be stung that when there is like a bee or anything around, I freak out. I'm that girl. I am that girl for that minute. And I just want to continue my streak of never being stung.
You live in South Florida?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just feel like,
How I don't understand how one goes their whole life without being stung by something.
I don't know. I
That's
just
talent.
and now we've got those murder hornets in the United States.
I don't believe that's true.
Well, it is. It's very few are actually in the United States.
I am terrified too. Like the fear is it's up there. It's way
When
up
I
there.
was little, I put my hand on the side of the house and there was like yellow jackets or something on the wall and I didn't see it and so it stung my inside of my hand.
Ow.
And then we were taking pictures. We hadn't been married very long and Casey was taking our pictures
Oh yeah,
and I got stung by a wasp for the first time. That hurts.
a red wasp.
A red wasp. My whole arm was swollen. Like that was bad. A
See
bee
that
was fine, but
both of those scare me. Candy
Yeah,
Mom, I'm glad
some
you
people
enjoyed
are
your
allergic.
Starbucks. Right.
People are allergic to getting stung. They have to, have EpiPens and stuff.
Well, I think that's part of my fear is that when I do get stung, then I'll be allergic. But I heard that's not really a thing. That if you haven't been stung, that you are. I don't know.
That hurts. That hurts just thinking about it,
What?
Tim. How many in here have been stung behind the ear by a red wasp?
ouch. No, I've only been stung by a wasp once and it was more than enough for me.
What is the difference between a red wasp and a regular wasp? Hi, Michael.
Well, the redder the wasp, the more painful the sting.
I was about to say kind of like a fire ant, I guess. Like how a red fire ant is like burns.
And red wasps can be aggressive,
Be aggressive.
meaning that
Be
they'll
aggressive.
like chase you a little bit. Or at least that's how they are here.
They're everywhere here too. Red wasps.
Yeah. We had a lot of wasps' nests in Michigan, like in my childhood home I grew up in, but yeah, I don't know. I just keep.
Bugs today.
Talking bugs today.
This is better than the
They're
things that
everywhere.
we talked about a half an hour ago. Trust me, Michael. You came in on a good topic. What? So Candy Mom said she enjoyed her Starbucks. What
did you get?
Yeah, what did you get? And we'll talk about what our Starbucks order is. I have a go-to that I get. I think we have talked about this before. It's been a little while, so refresher, because one of my coworkers had sent me a text message and people steal, borrow, emulate my Starbucks order because it is a hack to get like a cheap, not cheap, it's half the price of what it would be if you ordered it like a caramel macchiato. I get a quad espresso iced in a venti cup with extra soy and 6 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, and it's $3.70. And that's like exactly the same as a caramel macchiato would be, minus the caramel, which you can add and make it a $4 drink. And the caramel macchiato is over $8 or $7.70, something like that. So it's half the price. What do you guys get?
Most of the time, I haven't had a Starbucks in a long time because coffee kind of makes me sick right now. But I do love a double shot on ice, just the way it comes.
Just black?
No, it's the Starbucks double shot. It's like an actual drink, so it has classic syrup in it and cream. And
answer that. That's Addie.
Addie's calling.
Or she's supposed to be.
Frozen.
I just typically get coffee or an Americano or a double shot or
I love
a
me
nitro
peppermint
cold
mocha.
brew. But I'm not a huge, like, Starbucks is fine. It's good in a pinch.
Hi, babe.
I love Starbucks.
Thanks. We're glad you're out of the shower now.
That was a long shower. Tim says he usually gets an Americano or a peppermint mocha. Cynthia got a white chocolate mocha, extra hot, no whip, non-fat milk. That sounds good.
The white chocolate milk is a little sweet for me, but some people love it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had it before. It's good, but I can't do like super sweet. But
I just have them cut the syrups in half a lot of time. So like if a venti normally has 6 pumps, just give me 3.
Yeah.
And it normally makes it where you can still enjoy the flavor, but not so sweet.
Right. Yeah.
So like this baby is like, her foot is up in my
ribs. Sometimes, Cynthia, sometimes.
And I do love their lemon loaf and their banana nut bread.
No.
What else is good?
The boys get, in Disney, they'll get Frappuccinos. And they'll mix it up, whatever crazy flavor. They love the Frappuccinos. Great for keeping them going in the parks between the caffeine and the sugar. It's like adding a jet engine onto their tails, and they hammer through. And then Christian likes the iced chai teas with extra chai and gets it spicy. Those are good.
Yeah, that is true, that the darker the blend does not mean stronger. Actually, the blonde roast has more caffeine content than even a shot of espresso, is what the barista told me not that long ago. If you
really?
Get cup, yes. Yeah. If you get a cup, like a grande blonde roast coffee, that has more caffeine content than if you were to get a Starbucks double shot.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Something about the roasting process kind of drains the caffeine out of it. But you can get blonde espresso, and then you're really on a roll.
Yeah, or
I never heard that. Wait, what?
Or a blonde Americano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you can't get.
I never heard that.
It won't allow you to get nitro cold brews because the way caffeine hits and the way a nitro cold brew is presented, at least the way I was told, like it hits different, like it goes in your bloodstream quicker or something like that. So you're not allowed to order anything larger than a grande and a nitro cold brew. But in the airport,
sometimes you can trick them.
In the airport, they give them to me.
I feel like we said this last week.
I probably did.
We did talk about that last week. Tim, if you don't ever put sugar or anything or milk in your coffee, you drink it black, you would probably not like a chai tea. They're usually quite sweet.
I don't like a chai tea.
Yeah.
I've tried. I don't like it.
It's a acquired taste. It's spicy.
Yeah.
It has like the cinnamon and clove and I think a couple other ones, but
I think it's because I'm not a huge tea person. Like something about the flavor of tea.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even love to drink a glass of sweet tea. Like Josh loves sweet tea.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about tea. I'm just not a huge fan.
I don't
but
like
I was very
tea.
There's something about that flavor.
Yeah.
It's too earthy for me or something. I don't know. But I was very shocked when I learned that about the coffee, that the dark roast is actually weaker than the blonde. I always thought it was the other way around because it tastes so much bolder. The darker roast tastes bolder, so you assume that it's
stronger.
More.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, totally weird.
That is crazy. I didn't know that.
So, Michael, you said, well, I'm going to have to Google that. A black-vested Starbucks coffee master.
Is that a thing?
Is that like the Starbucks equivalent of an Imagineer?
Maybe. You're very knowledgeable, maybe?
I'm Googling that.
My nose is stuffy today.
James, you roast your own? Wow.
I have a lady I work with. Her husband roasts his own coffee beans.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Who? Diana.
I wonder that process, like I'm going to Google that now. I'm interested in that whole process. That's intriguing.
It seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it tastes wonderful. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's so fresh and
yeah. I grind my own beans. That's about as far as that goes for me.
Exactly.
Michael, we have not been to Universal yet. We were talking about that earlier. City Walk, that a bunch of people had been, and there were some live streams yesterday. I didn't catch it though.
Okay, so
yeah, I agree, Tim.
I was just about to say, so black vested baristas are essentially Jedi baristas.
It's pretty cool. I did not know that.
Jedi of coffee, if you will.
Thanks, coffee, and trained to be the best of the best. So they're like Jedi.
I don't think any of our Starbucks around here have black vested employees.
We do have some, like I'm sure Florida does as well.
I've never seen a black vested Starbucks person.
Like I like the local spots. Like we have a place here called Black Press that like they roast their own beans here locally, and it's good because it's so fresh. But
yeah.
What do I know?
I mean, I do like Starbucks, but sometimes I'm like, this does not taste like. You can tell when they pulled the espresso too long and it has a weird flavor, or maybe not. Maybe you don't taste it, but I do. But sometimes I'm like, they didn't do a very good job this time. But I try not to complain. But I don't think we have any black vest people, for sure.
I can wear a black vest.
You can pretend you would be an imposter.
Michael says they actually have to have one, or each store has 1 to 2 in their district.
James, I still occasionally get a Mickey monitor. You can download them online and read them there. Some people don't get them though. It's strange. Like my friend Sam. I tried to put a space there so you didn't pick on me. My friend, Sam. He doesn't get them, and he didn't get the orange magnets either. He usually just has to read them online. It's weird how that happens.
The little pamphlets they send you out like quarterly.
Oh,
it's like a yeah, it's
like a newsletter.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was called that. I don't pay attention enough, I guess. It's an apron, you idiot. I just read it. It's an apron, you idiot. That's hilarious.
That's funny. Not a vest. They wear aprons.
They do wear aprons.
I'm going to be on the lookout for that now. I've never noticed.
It's super cool that Starbucks, for a while they got like blasted from the veteran community because of, I guess, something that they came out. They said, I don't know. But now if you're a veteran and you work at Starbucks, it's designated on your apron. I think that's cool.
And they hire a lot of veterans. Like that's part of
awesome. They well deserve the recognition. And thank you, Josh, for your service on that segue.
Yeah, I don't think that's early. I'm retired.
They are open until nighttime. You can work a nighttime shift.
I think I'm just okay. I'll drink the coffee.
You would get discounts.
Yeah, but I don't need discounts.
I think it would suit you better if he got a job at Target for the Target discount. Then at Starbucks.
Or I could go work at the Lego store.
No,
There you go.
that would not benefit anyone.
They would probably hire me because
They would probably.
I painted this store. Do that every time I go in there.
You actually painted the store?
He
I
did.
actually did, yeah.
That's
I have a
awesome.
friend who is like a contractor painter, and he got hired to paint that store. And he's like, "Hey, Josh, you want to help me paint the Lego store?" That was how many years ago?
Oh, it was a while.
We
It was
were
right
so
after the
young.
Mayflood. But it's cool to say that I painted it.
That is cool.
I was
I
gonna
love
say
that.
I totally forgot. Oh, I got excited over Pyrex, Cynthia. So Pyrex released a Star Wars line of glass.
How have we not talked about this yet?
Yeah, they released a Star Wars line, but now it's like all sold out. I haven't been
We
able
can't
to order
find it.
Not anywhere?
So, no.
No, it was only sold on Pyrex.com, and now it's like sold out, and it's been sold out.
We're hoping that they like restock it, but they're so cute. I'm not even a huge like Star Wars person, but they are really cute, and I need them.
Are they shaped or just like
Did
what?
you do that on purpose?
What?
She's just like leaning into my leg with her elbow. Like, stop.
Charlie horse.
Talking about. They're just normal Pyrex bowls and dishes, but they have like, you know how like the old Pyrex had the print on the sides, like the flower print on the side.
Oh yeah.
Whatever in the 70s, but it's Star Wars characters.
Oh, that's cool.
They're really cool.
I love Pyrex.
See you, Michael. Have a great day.
Thanks for popping in. Thank you. Have a good day. What was the most awkward sentence I think I've said today. Anyways, continue.
That's fine. Keep going. Hurry.
No.
Something fast.
More awkward sentences. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
We need more Tupperware. I think the kids broke all of it.
Well, here's the thing about plastic Tupperware. If I find it in the back of my refrigerator, I just throw it away.
Yeah.
Because I'm not cleaning that.
Bye, Jenny. Have fun. We'll see you later. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah. Well, the kids, what they'll do is like random things. Like I have had to throw away Tupperware because they'll like, I don't know, they crack it somehow, like throw a knife in the sink and it goes like into the Tupperware. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. No knife throwing.
I have all of these lids and no bowls.
Yeah.
I'm like,
where do they go? I don't understand.
And Candy Mom, when I say Tupperware, most of it's not real Tupperware. I mean, just like plastic containers.
Yeah.
I don't buy the good stuff because I end up throwing it away half the time.
Or we let somebody use it to take
something. We've gone through a lot of Tupperware in our day.
I normally
even know they had a warranty
every Christmas because she always is sending food home with people and never gets her Tupperware back. So I normally get her a set every year.
We've got a lot of that might be a galaxy too far away from me.
Yeah, yes. Not about the Chia Pet.
I saw that. I saw Baby Yoda at Walmart yesterday. I never go to Walmart, but I saw Baby Yoda at Walmart.
Yes, I've started using Ziplocs a whole lot more too.
Me too. I have actually in the last couple of months, I started using Ziplocs more than the Tupperware, mainly for like fridge space too.
Yes.
Because it can just kind of smush
and they're great. Like the Ziploc bags, if you buy like a big pack of ground beef, you can put it in there and flatten it, and you can lay all your Ziplocs flat in the freezer.
Yep.
You can fit so much more in there.
Absolutely.
I did my bananas for banana bread. My bananas were really ripe, but I didn't want to make the banana bread that day. So I'm just going to put it in the Ziploc, put it in the freezer.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Real Tupperware. Tinderware. I like Tinderware better. You're trying to get new ones. Interesting. Now it's Timberware. I love it. I love autocorrect. I'm so sorry. I'm not laughing at you. It's just because I've done this so many times.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's funny.
Get what you're saying, Sandy. Don't worry.
Yeah, I've never use that warranty. I've never used a warranty on anything. It won't let me type. Oh,
It's a
boy.
conspiracy.
That's funny. Dog is trying to steal your mom's Starbucks. I wonder what a dog would be like hyped up on coffee. That sounds
Not good.
That sounds crazy. That's scary. My dog would go crazy if he had ever gotten some. But I don't know. I think it's probably about time to wrap this up. We're hitting 2 hours.
And we've talked about very
We-
strange things.
Covered just about everything today, as is expected, I guess, on coffee and contemplation. So yeah, what do you have coming up, Josh?
That podcast will be dropped Monday on Detour to Neverland. Toolbox tomorrow. Bricked Monday. Magical Monday, Mayhem Monday. I just have a busy Monday.
Mondays.
That's a lot of stuff on Monday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have seriously contemplated today.
Yes. Serious contemplation.
We've
Thank
talked
you.
about literally all sorts of stuff.
I feel like maybe for next week we should do like an Instagram poll, like a, like drop a question, but they can leave topics that they actually want to talk about. So they don't get
We've tried that.
birth and bugs.
We've tried that. Nobody ever tells us anything.
Yeah.
Wow, guys.
The people that
Wow.
watch this actually like to.
Go down rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, anybody in chat, anything you put in there, we're up for talking about just about anything. We didn't talk about dip. We did not spend an hour on dip today. I missed
We're
it.
talking about what we want. Okay, that's good. Collectors. Spontaneous is good. All right.
Yeah, it's fun. I had fun. I had a great time with you guys, as always, on Saturdays. Thank you so much for hanging out. I missed my Thursday stream last week. I will not miss it this week. Thursday night, 10 Eastern Standard Time, PM. I'm talking like in Yoda talk. I'm saying things backwards.
She's tired.
I don't know. I am well rested. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm caffeinated. I'm well rested. I just don't know how to talk. I'm
Have
still
you
working.
eaten? Do you
No,
need to eat?
I need food.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. I'm going to try and get a vlog out this week. We'll see what happens. I'm back to work, so I'm adjusting with all of that. So bear with me. And next week, Coffee and Contemplation will be on Josh's channel, Josh and Britt, Triple P. And if you're not subscribed to them, I'm pretty sure you guys all are. All our family here, subscribe to them. There's a link in the description. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I had fun.
Yeah.
Thanks. And thanks to Ed for the $10 super chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because I held him hostage. He had to buy his way out.
Oh, boy.
I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.
Yeah. Thank you so much to my Patreons and all my subscribers and everybody, my wrenches. Thank you guys so much for all your support. We appreciate you. And we will see you all soon.
Farewell.
Have a great day. Bye, guys.
Bye.